snowing. Look, it's laying on my car. Look here, it's laying. Laying on the roads, people. I'm getting drenched in it. I'm just going to take a minute or two, however long this will be, share with you how there's this agency that works with Evoke Rehab on helping people disabled find jobs, and I've met with them for I think it's the third time today. Yeah, it's the third time today I've met with them. And they're trying to help me find a job, and basically I'm sitting there on the couch in this room with this guy that's in a computer, and he's filling out like a resume for me, and he's also filling out a questionnaire sheet. And on that questionnaire sheet, he's asking dozens and dozens of questions. Some of the questions are like over and over again. And it's been like 2 hours so far of questions. I'm still not done yet. But I guess to sum it all up, how is that? You're probably wondering, how is that going? Well, let me tell you how that's going. He's asked me all kind of questions about my previous jobs, what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, what happened, all the details about my previous jobs. And from what he saw with my previous jobs that I enjoyed the most doing, like pizza deliveries, and when I worked at AutoZone, I worked the counter, I worked cash register, and then I worked the commercial delivering parts, and then I worked with AutoZone. Then I worked with Uber for 7 years. So he was telling me, he says, it looks like to me a good fit job for you that you would really enjoy is doing deliveries. I said, yeah, exactly. I love doing that. I've always loved doing that. I even used to do deliveries for my dad's company too. That's something I've always loved doing. I love being out and about, going places to places. And then he mentioned to me that in Knoxville and in Alcoa, there's two big Amazon factory companies, whatever you call them, that have opened up. There's like two, I don't know, this factory warehouse or something, two big Amazon. They, in Knoxville, they have like 1,500 employees. And in Alcoa, which is not too far from here, Alcoa is 30 minutes from here, 1,500 employees. And he said, I could see you on an Amazon truck doing deliveries. And I told him, I said, yeah, I could see me doing that too for about an hour a day. He said, do you think they'd work me an hour a day? He said, why only an hour a day? I said, do you see the way I'm sitting on this couch right now? Do you see the way I'm sitting? He said, yeah, I was laying back. I said, the reason why I'm laying back on your couch like this right now is because if I set up like this, like the way I would be driving a truck, if I set up like this, for an hour and a half, especially 2 hours, my back goes out. Let alone setting up like this, getting in and out of a truck and carrying packages. I said, like I've told you over and over again, you keep asking me how much I can pick up. It's not a matter of strength, but if I pick up over 20 pounds for like 2 or 3 minutes, 20 pounds is all it takes. If I'm holding 20 pounds, or it could be more, that'll break my neck pain out. If my neck pain and my back pain too is a roller coaster ride. Other than when I first wake up in the morning and then right before bedtime, it's always the only pattern with my neck pain is first thing when I wake up in the morning and right before bedtime. That's always when it's the worst. And then throughout the day, it's up and down, up and down. No matter where my pain level is at, if I'm carrying 20 pounds or more, like 2 or 3 minutes, that takes my pain level to a 10. So how many packages do you think I'll be carrying off of a Amazon truck that weighs more than 20 pounds? I can't do that. And I also got driving anxiety. Even though that's the thing I would love to do is drive, I can't help it. I got driving anxiety. So I got driving anxiety, and I can't sit up unless they want to get somebody on the truck, unless somebody can do, like somebody can ride along with me in the truck and handle the merchandise off the truck for me and let me only work for about an hour a day, which I know nobody's going to work. That's only 7 hours, maybe between 7-10 hours a week at most. Do you think they're going to let somebody do that? He said, well, that sucks because that would be starting out $20 an hour. And after you're there for about 4 or 5 years, you'd probably be making $35, $40 an hour. I said, I'd love to do it, but I can't. My freaking back. Not only my back, but my plantar fasciitis feet. Plantar fasciitis feet. I got pictures, x-rays to verify that. And this damn leg. This leg that had a hematoma in it. If I walk on it for 20 minutes, it starts burning. And my leg will swell up. Where I had that hematoma, it's healed up a whole bunch. It's a lot better than what it was a year ago. However, whenever I try to go on my walks, I still try to walk as much as I can. If I walk 20 minutes, my leg swells up where I had that hematoma. My leg, my feet, my hips, I got bone cysts. Got big, huge bone cysts. I guess they're like holes in my hip bones where that joint meets. I got bone cysts in my hip bones. And then my whole low back is eat up with osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, degenerated disc, ruptured disc, and plus I even have a tumor in my back too. I got all that in my low back. So what's he going to try to do for you? You're probably wondering, well, right now, I think the best kind of job for me to do right now, even though I would rather have a go-to-go job. I don't like being indoors all the time. I get cabin fever real bad. I'd rather have a job going all the time like I was doing with Uber Eats. But because of my back problem, leg problem, feet problem, neck problem, especially my back problem, with my back problem, when I worked with Uber, starting out, that was in 2016. That was between 2016 and 2019. When I was doing Uber, I was having epidurals in my low back and in my neck. And those things were helping perfectly. I would only need like 2 or 3 epidural injections per year. And my back was fine. But right around 2020, it got to where the epidural stopped working. And then they tried a nerve block in my low back, and it made my low back worse. Nerve block, they did the nerve block test twice. It looked like it was going to make my back better. But when they did the actual nerve block, I don't know what happened. They did 8 nerve blocks. They did 8 nerve blocks, and they nerve blocked my whole lumbar, both sides. And ever since then, my back's worse. They're just going to find me a stay-at-home job. That's all I know what to do. Some kind of stay-at-home job. Something here at home, doing on my computer. But it can't be... The only thing to deal with that is it can't be like an excessive amount of reading. I can do some reading. I can read text messages. I can read small things. But like if it's big old long book style reading, I can't do that. I can, like, if you send me a text, I can read it. I can read posts on Facebook. But if it's something long, like a whole page, especially when you go into another page, I can't. That's just, I don't know why. Ever since first grade, ever since I was first trying to learn to read, I've just had a problem with reading my whole life. It's a comprehension thing is what it is more than anything. It's a thing where I've got a very good vocabulary of knowing words, but putting all the words together in a long paragraph or page or whatever, I start reading and I don't know what I'm reading. I don't know why my brain works that way. It's just the way my brain is. So I can read small things. I just can't read a lot of things. So that's just where I'm at. Just to let you know with this, I guess you call it voc rehab. I don't know what you call it. Some kind of voc rehab. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to share something else here. This is the program I use to make my movies. I got to delete this one out because I've not made it. So delete it out. but it says it says Final Cut Pro. Those professional people on YouTube, some of them say that they use this. I'm just seeing what it is. If it's money, I ain't got it. $300? Are you freaking kidding me? It's got 3,500 ratings. Wow, 3,500 ratings. 4.8. That's a pretty high rating. Where did I see? Oh, there it is. $300. I see it. Right. Do you see it right there? It's $300. Hell no, I ain't paying no damn $300. No friggin' way. This one right here is fine enough. I'm making my movies. It would be interesting to see what that's like, but I don't need that. This is fine enough for me.